Think Eckhart Tolle wrote one of the greatest book intros of all time, and I think I finally figured out why it works. In the intro of The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle talks about his life before age 30. He's depressed, he's suffering a lot, and then one night he suffers so hard that he gets sucked into like a void. And then the next day he wakes up and he hears a bird chirping and it sounds like a diamond and everything is beautiful. And then the next 2 years, he's like living on park benches in the state of absolute bliss. And he talks to the spiritual community to try to figure out what happened to him. And as he talks to people, he realizes like what they're looking for, he's already achieved. And that's the genius of that intro, is that part. Because what do most self-help books and spiritual books sell you on? It's more of the journey. Do some meditation, do some box breathing, and there's a little bit of destination. You might feel a little bit less stressed. But Eckhart Tolle's like, no, that's not the destination. It's in the title. It's spiritual enlightenment. And that's a really bold claim to make, spiritual enlightenment, right? And as a marketer, there's a couple of interesting things happening. Number one, he's establishing authority. He's like, I've been through this. I've achieved this. Enlightenment. This is why you should listen to me. I think a lot of spiritual teachers don't put their 10 toes down and say, yeah, I'm enlightened, because I don't know, it might sound like too bold. But Eckhart Tolle is basically saying like, I'm enlightened, basically, in this intro. And then number two thing that's happening is he's establishing scarcity by like making enlightenment the goal of all goals. If a Lamborghini is here, enlightenment's like crushes it. So he really builds it up as like the goal of all goals. And yeah, I'm not saying that intro is the reason why the book sold 20 million, but I do think what I just said is why it's so compelling, that intro. He doesn't sell you the journey, he sells you the destination. And then he spends the rest of the book trying to explain to you how to get to that destination.